Okay, so welcome back, and now we're going to introduce you to a rule of exponents that you're going to want to remember, okay? So one of the rules of exponents is that if we are multiplying numbers with exponents and they have the same base, so whatever this number is, this is called the base, as you remember, right? You should remember, this is the base and these are the exponents. If we multiply two numbers that have the same base, then we can add their exponents, okay? So again, it's easy to show. Why? Because if we have b to the m, right, times b to the n, well, what does this mean? This means b times b times b times dot 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 times b. How many times? M times, right? And then here, b to the n means b times b times b times dot 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 times b. How many times? N times. Well, if I multiply these together, right, how many b's do I end up having? Because again, if I multiply these together, right, these are just real numbers, right? So I can use the commutative property. And so how many b's do I end up getting? I end up getting m plus n b's, okay? Hence the rule. Okay, so now, let's do the examples. So now, here I got the same base, x and x, right? So that means if I want the answer, then if I'm evaluating this or simplifying this, this is going to be x to the 2 plus 3 power, which equals x to the 5th. And I'm done. Likewise here, I've got, again, two numbers with the same base and with exponents. So now what I'm going to do is I keep the base and add the exponents. So I get 3 to the 7th. Okay? And of course the last one, I'm going to do the same thing, right? So again, keep in mind, when I have constants or coefficients here, I multiply coefficients or constants, I add exponents, okay? So here I'm going to use the commutative property, so this is going to be 2 times 8, and then it's going to be times a to the 6th times a times a to the 5th. And so again, I can apply this rule to more than 2, right? A product of more than 2 numbers. So here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add the exponents. So this is going to be 16a to the 6 plus 1 plus 5. Because they all have the same base. This is an exponent of 1. It's an assumed 1. And so now we get what? 16a to the 12th power. And I'm done.